Warner Brothers is panicking because of Fantastic Beasts. Why? Because the hype train has arrived, and guess who's derailing it? Ezra freaking Miller. That's right. Now, what makes this even better is that Warner Brothers, in their panic, had already moved the release date of this project, moving it up from April 15th to April 6th to try to avoid some of the JD versus Aquaman starlet blowback. Well, guess what? Another problem reared its head. It's going to cost them money. Oh, man. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. So, hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And quickly, before we get started, check out and back our project. It is live on Indiegogo right now. Link is in the description. We have 40 backers remaining before we hit 1,000. Check that out. This is how we provide alternatives. Thank you. Like I was saying, when it comes to Fantastic Beasts 3, Warner Brothers, they are all panicked behind the scenes right now. Why? Because they have some big problems. The hype train, it has rolled in. You can see it in articles like this. Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore, first reaction are in. Best of 3, Mads Mikkelsen is a huge upgrade. And what is absolutely astounding is that even shill networks with shill articles like this, they're having problems keeping all the controversy out. I mean, look at this. It starts out with controversy. You go down through it, seeing a few pictures trying to basically make you forget all of the things that have happened. It takes a lot to do that too when you look at this. And finally, when you get to the bottom here, they have a little bitty blurb about, hey, Mads Mikkelsen is great. Quote, Digital Spies Ian Sandwell wrote, Fantastic Beasts, Secrets of Dumbledore is an improvement on the sequel, even if it only fleetingly recaptures the magic. Mads Mikkelsen is a huge upgrade, but, so you see, that's your positive. Making this even worse for Warner, and they're seeing this play out real time, possibly taking down an entire franchise, is that places like The Telegraph, ones that they could have depended on in the past, they're not only covering Ezra Miller, they're tying this to Fantastic Beasts. Listen to this. We won't go through all of the article, but you get a taste of it just from go. Quote, Fantastic Beasts' biggest problem isn't J.K. Rowling or J.D. The latest Harry Potter spinoff has been dogged by controversy from the off, and now one of its biggest stars has been arrested. Take a hike, J.D. On your Quidditch stick, J.K. Rowling. You've been demoted from your previous position as most problematic person in Fantastic Beasts universe. On the week in which the third of the Fantastic Beasts trilogy had its red carpet premiere in London, with Mads Mikkelsen replacing the dropkick JD as villainous Grindelwald, the title of Fantastic Beasts personage most likely to be cancelled has been passed on like a jewel-encrusted baton and is gone to actor Ezra Miller. Now, this gets really fascinating when they get to the why. Remember, this is being tied to keyword searches for Fantastic Beasts 3. So when people, they're looking up information, trying to see how the movie is, they're going to run across articles like this. And the article, it even goes as far as to remind you who Ezra Miller is in the movie, just in case you forgot. Quote, last weekend, while the rest of the planet reeled from Will Smith getting slappy with it and with Chris Rock at the Oscars, Miller was busy being arrested at a bar south of Hawaii. Now, a lot of people know about this arrest here. This doesn't sound good, but it's going to get even worse. Listen to the description here first, though. The police intervened after the 29-year-old who portrays nerdy Credence Barebone in Fantastic Beasts, so right there you have your shout out to your movie, who exactly he is said to have begun yelling obscenities at a woman singing karaoke. Now, we've all wanted to yell obscenities at someone singing karaoke, but few of us go ahead and act on those impulses, nor do we, as Miller did, go to a bar called Margaritaville, expecting a quiet night out. Miller is alleged to have grabbed the microphone from a 23-year-old, what's that descriptor there? Victim. That's right. Now he has victims here. And to have lunged at a 32-year-old man playing darts. As he grew increasingly agitated, the bar owner asked the actor, who uses the pronoun they, them, I don't know why you would include that, but okay, to calm down. Miller refused and was arrested. The drama didn't end there. I mean, this is even worse. Released on bail of $500, Miller was taken in by a couple whom he had met at a farmer's market. 24 hours later, they felt the need to take out a restraining order against Miller, alleging, quote, he burst into their bedroom and threatened them by saying, I will bury you and your wife. According to court documents, he stole the victim's personal belongings, a Social Security card, wallet, passports, driver's license, and bank card. So, I mean, think about all of that there. He goes and has that incident. He bails himself out. A couple he met takes him in. How does he repay that? Well, he does all of this stuff. And again, it's tied to Fantastic Beasts. Now, the problem for Warner Brothers over the Ezra Miller fiasco, and we could tie much more to that too, is the fact that Warner Brothers already has their own problems tied to Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore. In fact, they've had to move this movie around multiple times. They just moved the release date again from April 15th to April 6th. With a judge now forcing Warner Brothers to testify in the April 11, 2022, JD versus that certain Aquaman starlet trial. Now, this gets even worse for Warner Brothers and Fantastic Beasts 3 as well, because not only was JD replaced by Mads Mikkelsen, but when he was unceremoniously dumped, well, all of the stuff that certain Aquaman starlet was alleging that caused problems for her, Warner Brothers, they knew it was fake. And they kept their mouths shut. You can see that in their court documents. That certain Aquaman starlet was cast in both film Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, was paid for her services for both films per terms of her contract. She didn't suffer any adverse employment actions by Warner Brothers in connection with either movie because of any alleged defamatory statement by JD or Adam Waldman that are alleged in her counterclaim. Her compensation for both movies, they were not reduced because of any of that as well. And Warner Brothers didn't want to pick her up and bring her back for movies. They waited until there were 2 weeks remaining on her contract clause before they brought her in. And they tell you, well, any delay there in picking her up, that was due to creative issues in her casting for the role of Mira for Aquaman 2, which were communicated to her agent at the time. Moreover, they say they weren't caused by JD. He didn't cause any of those problems at all, and they wouldn't have paid her a cent more if she would have had time to renegotiate her contract. So they knew all about this. They've been sitting on it all this time. That's why, again, they moved it from April 15th to April 6th, because when that comes out and when everyone sees it, they knew they would have a problem. And well, Ezra Miller was like, I know you're trying to do damage control, but hey, why don't you hold my beer? Now, like I was saying, check out and back our project. It is live right now on Indiegogo. Link is in the description. We are only 39 backers away from 1,000, and we need your help. This is how we have alternatives to companies like Warner Brothers doing what they do. We can either walk away from the things we love, or we can have some type of alternative. It's a good project. You'll enjoy it, and you're not putting your money into something that doesn't like you. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for checking that out. Ending here. See you soon.